Boom, hey internets. How should you approach the social media content for your clothing brand? I talk strategy about that in this video right now. Jon Phenom, clothing brand mentor. I've been working professionally in fashion for over 24 years by the time this is post-dating. Working my way up from an apparel designer all the way to creative director, all the way to a brand director of a multi-million-dollar brand. What should I post for my social media? This question comes up quite a bit. And for the most part, I've had the same answer, so this can be somewhat of an evergreen video. I'm sure I'll add commentary in the future in case I need to, or something changes, as things are always changing in the landscape of marketing and social media. But here's my answer. You need to find at least three reference brands. This is gonna be used for a number of different things. You might have heard me talk about this. Whenever someone consults with me, I have a Google form that makes them pick at least 2 brands, but I prefer 3 brands that are reference brands. So in one way, it's brands that you would like your clothing brand to hang next to if it was in a retail shop, right? What are 3 brands that are inspirational to you? What are 3 brands that make you want to do this, or that set a standard for you? Again, or brands you just would love to see their brand, your brand, and then the other brand. If you have it in your ultimate retail or chain, whatever that store or shop or boutique is, what do you want to hang next to? And so by doing this, I'm assuming a few things. Number one, that these companies are successful. And by that, I'm sure they do millions of dollars a year. A lot of times when I mention multi-million-dollar brands, people think it's so aspirational, and while this is a very tough industry and extremely competitive, you'd be surprised how many older brands that you feel are defunct or no longer out there that are still doing millions in licensing or in selling some of the same styles, but simply selling it in other countries. So in that way, kind of just working with distributors, or again, working with license holders. In any case, at least 3 brands that I would grab and take a look at their social media. And do not just look at their social media as a consumer. These are now brands that you are competing with. And so while you might not have the same guns and ammo as these big multi-million-dollar companies, everything stems from a really good concept or a really good idea. And the good thing about social media is you can really level the playing field if you do drop really good content or really iconic videos. Every second on the internet, something different goes viral that wasn't intended to go viral. And so while that can make it very difficult to put together a strategy, it also informs me that you do not need the best camera or the best props or the best lighting to create a piece of media that goes viral, or at least expands the awareness of your clothing brand. And so if you forensically look at what your competitors are putting out in different platforms, success will leave clues, and that can lay a foundation for you creating what you want to post for your brand. You guys have heard me say on this channel that storytelling is everything, but you can tell whatever story you want. Or maybe with that same analogy, it's how you tell the story in a new way, which might catch people's attention. And I want to say, even though this could sound simplistic, I would just say some of my major references are not clothing brands. The great thing about social media, and specifically maybe TikTok, is kind of bringing out the beauty of remixing what other people are doing and trying to repurpose it for the purposes of making good media for your brand. So the next level for me of just having 3 random references is beginning to categorize why you think some of the content is working. And then you could also subgroup by the type of content for each social media, so you can develop a language for each one of those channels. Anyways, I say this all the time in consulting, so I thought I'd make a video about it. If you have questions about your brand, you can drop it all down below, or you can email me here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.